was this dynamic individual who was Madeleine Albright's legal advisor up in New York. And he had a desk on the 5th floor above the 6th floor above mine. And I remember the very first day he arrived, I had been working for years toiling to try to convince my colleagues that the International Criminal Court and other international tribunals was in America's interest, to no avail. And so I put this huge notebook together of propaganda. And I marched up to David's office, and I was one of, I think, his very first appointments when he arrived. And I plopped down in his chair and plunked down the 2 big black notebooks, and I said, David, before you do anything else, please read this. And who knew that this was going to be his life for the next 20 years? He immediately played a huge role in the creation of the Yugoslavian Tribunal, writing the interpretive statement that the Yugoslavian Tribunal later has cited in numerous opinions that Madeleine Albright gave. He then worked behind the scenes tirelessly to create the Rwanda Tribunal, the Special Court for Sierra Leone, the Cambodian Tribunal, and then headed the U.S. delegation in Rome to create the International Criminal Court. This, I'm sure, was one of his most difficult experiences because the government itself was conflicted. We didn't have a unified position. We weren't able to compromise. But years later, the seeds that he sowed in Rome came to fruition in Kampala. And again, he was there, this time as an NGO delegate, working behind the scenes. A couple of years before that, he had the idea and joined me in creating an experts meeting to try to come up with some compromise ideas that might make it possible for the International Criminal Court to adopt the crime of aggression. We held this experts meeting at Case Western Reserve. He chaired the meeting, it produced a report, and some of those elements made it into the final compromise. And so even through academia, through his writings, he has continued to play this huge role. And the most exciting thing I'm looking forward to is his memoir, his times as Ambassador at Large for War Crimes Issues, will be coming out in December. It's called For All the Missing Souls, or just All the Missing Souls. This is what happens when you try to do it without notes. And it's coming out in Princeton University Press. So now, without further ado, I present David Scheffer.
Thank you, Michael, so much. You have built an outstanding international law program at Case Western University School of Law, one that we all admire and humbly acknowledge, far exceeds our own efforts. Michael's contributions and those of his students to the ongoing work of the War Crimes Tribunals brings great honor to Case Western University. Now, you preempted me a little bit, Michael, because my next sentence in this prepared speech was, I have a rather telling sentence about Michael in my forthcoming book, All the Missing Souls, describing the day in 1993 when Michael left me holding the bag on the International Criminal Court. I write, quote, one of the State Department's hardworking lawyers, Michael Scharf, summarily dumped a thick 3-ring binder of preparatory documents on my desk one day as he was leaving for a teaching career and wished me good luck, close quote. I remembered that moment when I saw Liam Neeson's recent film, Taken, where the Albanian kidnapper of his daughter signs off on the phone with Neeson, who is determined to track him down, with the words, good luck. Needless to say, that kidnapper met a gruesome end at the hands of a revengeful father. Michael